Okay, what is up, everybody? Yeah, it is somewhat early here, but yeah, I'm on chess.com, and I wanted to try something a bit different than the norm. Yeah, I'm playing Computer4-IMPOSSIBLE, and I hope many of you know who follow other chess channels, yeah, this is not a human. This computer kind of has legendary status. Yeah, I know Jerry, aka Chess Network, and yeah, I know Jerry has played this a good bit, and Chess Explained, I think, has had, what, 8 matches against this thing, and yeah, it's a very hard computer. But there's a lot of things to take note of. First of all, I'm just spending a minute doing an intro when I really should be moving. But yeah. So yeah, this computer, yeah. First of all, it's beatable. I have beaten this thing before. You know, whenever you see, like, occasionally you'll see GMs, grandmasters on chess.com, and occasionally they'll play this computer, and yeah. And it's kind of funny, even they, struggle to get 2 wins, or out of like 10 games, they get like 2 wins, 1.5 wins, 1 win, 1 draw. This computer is very, very hard, but it is beatable, even for scrubs like me. It can be beaten, but it's really hard. So what I'm playing here is a 10-minute game with a 3-second increment. Normally I'd play a 5-minute game, but like 5-minute with 2-second increment. But because I'm still sort of test recording on chess.com live chess, and yeah, considering this is like my first time playing this thing with commentary, I figured we could try 10 minutes. It really doesn't matter. We could be playing a 4-hour game; it would still crush me. I could have all the time in the world. But who knows? Maybe we could get some sort of epic win in. That'd be pretty cool. It's a really good feeling beating this thing, but it's very hard. Okay, so what's going on here? We have sort of a London system. Yeah, sort of a wacky London system. Black is threatening to play c4. So how am I going to react to that? Part of me just wants to retreat the queen, now that I'm looking at this a bit more. I don't really like queen to c2, because of something like bishop d7, rook c8, with knight b4 ideas in the future. Doesn't look very good. So yeah, other things to take note of again when you're playing this thing is that, first of all, you'll never win on time. Yeah, this thing moves basically instantly, and very good. And you'll never win via like some sort of tactical shot. This thing doesn't blunder. The way you beat it is that it's programmed to play really, really, really strong, but occasionally it's programmed to sort of make a move that is, yeah, dubious, that gives the human player a chance, and it's more about spotting that than anything, I think. So, I've spent way too long talking, so what am I going to play here? Queen to c2, queen to d1, those kinds of moves. I could also play queen to b5. I like this move. This is sort of, yeah. Let's roll with that. It seems sort of vaguely active. Okay, so he's taking there. Let's recapture. So yeah, I don't want to say play boring against the computer, but you don't want to be going into anything that's remotely tactical. Because it's just always going to outcalculate you, and you want dry positions. Typically, you want end games, and to be honest, this is a really good position to have against the computer. It's simplified, and this could easily turn into an end game, where yeah, it makes some weird decisions. So, what to do? Probably just continue developing. Okay, so it's taking on d4 now. Interesting. How do I want to recapture? I actually think all recaptures have some point to them. Like, knight takes d4 would reduce material a bit. Although I really don't... Interesting. I think all moves are really playable here. If I was playing a human opponent, I'd probably play e takes d4 here to make the pawn structure a bit imbalanced. But against the computer, where, in all honesty, a draw is more than okay, I'm slightly tempted to take with the c pawn and keep the pawn. Yeah. I don't think it really matters. I think we'll just take with the e pawn. I think all recaptures are fine. Okay, so now it's taking the bishop. We'll recapture towards the center. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. So what to play now? What's nice is because of the 3-second increment, I'm not going to lose on time, I don't think. You know, that's very unlikely. Okay. So, I can actually think about my moves a little, is what I'm saying. So let's see, bishop d3 maybe. Or, not immediately, but like castles long, a6, bishop d3, those ideas. Where do I want to castle queenside? That is the question. I don't want to let the computer have the bishop pair in the endgame, right? I don't want to ever take this knight, necessarily, unless I have to. The computer is very strong with bishop pair versus knight pair. I've seen this quite a bit, so that's another good tip. So what do I want to do? I think I'm just gonna castle. I think just simple. Don't do anything crazy. Just castle. a6. Yeah, I was expecting that. So I'm just gonna go back to d3. I don't want to trade and give the computer the bishop pair again. Okay, so he's playing f6, maybe with the idea of e5. That's actually really irritating. Uh-oh. Okay, I think rook to e1 is okay. It's probably going to play e5, trying to be tricky. Okay, he's playing king to f7. Yeah, that makes sense, connecting rooks. Okay, come on. Another thing about playing this computer is I could talk trash to it, right? It's not human. I could, you know... You suck, you're just a computer program, you know, I could throw in the little insults, you know. Hurt the computer's ego a little. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm down to 3 minutes. Wow, time really flies. Okay, what am I playing? With king to f7, I'm not fearing e5 as much. One idea is actually to reroute my knight to e3 to put pressure on this d5 pawn, trying to make e5 less playable. So let's roll with that. I'm actually rather liking that. Okay, g6. Okay. Alright, let's just centralize my rook. Okay, king to g7 now. Alright. So I'm going to shuffle a bit just to see what the computer is going to do. What happens a lot when the computer begins to make strange moves, let's say all the pawns were locked, and you just start shuffling, eventually the computer is going to make a dubious move. You've seen this is seen a lot, where the position becomes really closed, and the computer, instead of shuffling, makes a dubious pawn move or something. So I'm going to shuffle with my king a little bit. I know this is not... this doesn't appear to be very great, but, Alright, let's just see what the computer does. Okay, it's doubling. One thing I have to be careful about is the minority break, b5, b4, which I think the computer will eventually go for. So... how am I going to handle that? I mean, it's not easy to get in. I think I could begin shuffling. Is it going to play b5? Okay, so it's still shuffling. Rook to b6. Yeah, that's the active idea, but I think I could just play rook to e2 and be okay. Okay, so now it's going e5. Alright. Yeah. That is definitely scary. No doubt. My idea was just to play bishop b1, and if it takes on d4, take with the knight. Or e4, I have to play a very ugly move here. I thought knight to e1, and it's a little... oh no, I don't want to get squished like a bug. Okay. f5, okay, maybe it's intending f4. Wow, ugly. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, we're getting to a point where it's sort of the computers. Yeah, it's becoming very tactical. Okay, let's take. It's gonna recapture and probably just play knight to f1. I think. Right, knight to f1 and. Wow, that's really, really passive. Oh, man. And the position's opening up, too, which is not very good against my... it's good for him because of his bishop pair. I don't want to let him take on e3, really. Do I mind that? It's all so ugly. I have to play a move. Let's just play g3. And we're just going to assume he can't take... Okay, he did it. He took on e3. Yeah, I was fearful of that. Oh, this is gonna get really painful, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh, the passivity is real. Oh, and he's forking. Okay. Ugh. Oh no. Oh, he's forking my pawns. King to f2, rook to f8. Oh no. All of a sudden the pain is real. Ah, man. Shoot. Okay, hold on. If he takes on g3, I have rook to g2. Right? But how do I defend my e3 pawn? Oh, no. The pain is so real, man. Okay, what to do? Yeah, really ugly, and I'm below a minute now. Great. Wow. See, it could just happen, just like that. He gets g3, and then I can't let him have the e3 pawn. But now if he takes on g3, oh, he's not doing that. Really? What? Really? Really? Oh, I see. Okay, he wants to take on g2 and take on g2 and then take on e3. Yeah, that's even stronger. Wow. Oh, gosh. Okay, is knight to f4 working? Miracle counterplay on d5? Maybe? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, yeah, that was horrible. Okay, resign that. Let's offer a rematch. Yeah, I have time pressure, man. See, this thing is so good. It puts you in a passive position and then just grinds you with raw calculation. Ugh. So, I want a really quiet position, so I'm going to take on d4 now. But that was a good anti-computer position for a little while, right? With, you know, that end game with the queens off, simplified, no real tactics until the end. That wasn't so bad. That's the kind of thing we want to aim for. Okay, so this is what is it? An exchange French, right? Like with c4, like e4, e6, d4, d5, e takes d5, e takes d5, or c4, c6, that kind of position. Okay, but it's dry, which is good. This is a very quiet, sort of dryish position. I can just play bishop e7. I have a lot of correspondence games going with this kind of position too, so that could favor me potentially. All right, let's play c5. Okay, we could start with knight b to d7. I think just simple. Support d5 or support c5 if I could speak English. Okay. Let's play a6. Maybe with ideas of b5 expanding a bit. Oh, here it comes. Okay, I'm gonna play c4. This looks like a really strange move. But my idea is to get a 3v2 on the queen side, first of all, and maybe support b5. Okay, so he's going for f3, e4, the computer is. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of irritating, to be honest. Okay. Should be okay. Yeah, it's going for that. My idea was bishop b7, but then e5, it's a little ugly, but we're going to roll with it. One good thing that you want against the computer is a closed center. That's usually when good things happen, is when the center gets closed and it's more of a maneuvering type game. So we have that going for us here. This actually looks really nice now. Did the computer misplay this maybe? Because like after knight to c7, I'm really supporting my d5 and b5 pawns. This is looking kind of good. The optimism bug is hitting me, but doesn't this look really good? One move I could consider here is knight to b6 and overprotect my d5 pawn. But do I really have to do that? My knight on b6 isn't so great. But, you know, it also gets out of e6 ideas, so maybe that's worth playing. I'm going to roll with that. Eventually, in the long term, I'd really like to get a5, b4, try to get my pawn 3v2 on the queen side going. Okay, queen to g3, yeah, but is there really any real threats here? Another idea I was sort of thinking about was knight to e6 here. Is that good? That would sort of, a knight on e6 would sort of defend my g7 point, making defending a bit easier. Also blockades the e-pawn. Okay, let's roll with this. I'm not 100% on this move, but I like it enough to play it. You have to be really careful with like tactics on d5. The computer will not miss anything. You have to be really, really careful. Okay, so he's going just rook to d1. That's surprising. Because my idea, I could just take this knight now, get rid of one attacking piece on my on the king side. I'm just going to take this off. That's one less piece near my king, and I can prepare my queenside play. Bishop c6, a5, b4. That would be really, really nice to get in. The problem is if I play a5 immediately, b5 falls, so I have to defend b5 in some way if I want to get that play in. One potential idea for white is f4, f5, f6. That could be really, really annoying, and I think that's what the computer is planning here. Okay, I'm going to roll with bishop c6. I feel like this is a good plan to play with the idea. Really? Okay, I'm starting to get a bit more optimism with that move. Because when the rook goes to e1, the idea of f4, f5, f6 doesn't become as strong. Alright, I'm going to roll with a5. Okay, it's going knight to e2, getting out of b4 tempos. Probably good prophylactics, but if I play b4 now, isn't this looking really, really good? Oh man, I'd be really, really happy if I could get a win on recording, right? That would just be awesome. Okay, that one idea, hold on. One idea is queen to f5, or queen to h4, these kinds of ideas. But then I can always play g6. I think with knight to e2, the computer is also intending, obviously, I guess this is sort of obvious, to play knight to g3 to f5. But I can always play g6. It's very scary. My optimum setup would be b4, a4, b3, I think. Or maybe not. Or b4, a4, a3. Just some sort of play on the queen side to, yeah, make sure white doesn't get anything on my king. You know, if I have like 20 free moves right here, I would just steamroll the queen side. But chess isn't that easy. Okay, I think b4 is a good move. Let's play it. Yeah, here it comes. Okay. Oh, this is where things get scary. Tactics. This is where the computer thrives, right? With these sorts of tactics occurring. Alright, my first thought is play g6, right? Just stopping the knight from getting to h5 or f5. And also sort of blunt this bishop. One good point about putting the rook on e1 is that I can't as easily push f5 or f6 or something to try to get some lateral defense, because that opens up the e-file for his rook. And he's definitely stronger or quicker on that e-file than I am. Okay, what to do? Okay, so remain calm. That's the most important thing here, is just to remain calm. Let's think about this. g6, he doesn't have... g6, can he play knight to h5 anyways? g6, knight to h5, takes, queen to h6. You know, I really feel like after g6 there must be something really tactical. And if there is, the computer will find it for sure. This is like the dream position for the computer. Okay. I can't let a knight get into f5 though. Or h5 really. That just looks so dangerous. Another idea that's popping into my head is bishop d7, with the idea of if he goes to f5, I'll just take it off. Bishop d7, but if after bishop d7, oh my god, stuttering my words now. Bishop d7, if he goes knight to h5, that looks really scary, but is there really anything going on? I don't really know. I need to play a move. It's so scary, man. I don't know. Bishop d7 just looks really... I don't want to play a move like that. But g6 looks even worse. I have to play something. Let's just play this. I'm spending way too much time considering it. Yep, here it comes. That was a given. Oh, no, no, no. I should have played g6, right? Oh, no. Queen to g3 and stuff. Oh, dear. Oh, my gosh. Oh, this is so busted. See, this is the typical computer game, right? You know, you feel like you're getting everything you want, you know, anti-computer strategy, you know, and all that, and all of a sudden it just gets a few quick tactics, and all of a sudden hell breaks loose, and okay, I don't think there's any direct threat. I think. There probably is, and I'm just blind. I think I'm going to have to tolerate a knight. This is such an ugly move. There's probably a sacrifice. Whoa! Oh! Oh! Oh, that's nice, man. I'm not even mad about that one. I totally overlooked that. See, what did I say? Any tactics, it's going to see. Shoot. And it's not even that hard, right? I move my king, bishop takes h7, amongst others. If I take the knight, e takes, he's on my queen, and queen to g5. Oh, man. Crap. Wow. Amazing, right? The tactics. This is why you want quiet, boring positions, because if anything remotely tactical happens, it's just gonna find everything. It doesn't miss it. I should have played g6 there. Okay, I'm gonna resign that. GG. Hold on, let's go back a second. I want to look. Let's go back a second, just to look. I think this was also a pretty good game, right? I think my knight to e6 here was, pretty good. A good defensive try. Getting rid of this knight, and slowly getting some queenside expansion, working like a 3v2, you know. See, if I could have survived to the end game, this 3v2 would have been just brilliant. You know, I could slowly play with, like, you know, a4 and maybe even a3 at some point, or b3. I have all these options. Yeah. I think I should have played... What about g6 here? Just briefly looking at this. Maybe I should have rolled with it. See, I was fearful after g6 if I could... White could have tried like knight to h5 anyways. It's probably already so devastating. And I was sort of happy to see this rook to e1 shot, but it's also really irritating because yeah, if I ever play like f5 or f6 or something, all of a sudden, this file opens up and it's really devastating because white is so much quicker. Okay, let's play one more game. Why not? Let's try, see if we can get some something. All right, let's play d4. Maybe try to get some sort of quiet position in. Alright, let's play the London system again. It worked out pretty decently. Bishop f5, yeah. Okay, let's play bishop f4. Okay. Alright, we want boring. Anything boring is really good. We want just a very quiet position with very simple play and no tactics, And if there are tactics, then, yeah, simple stuff, and preferably a very safe king. Okay, so knight to c6, that's actually good to see. I actually am a bit happy to see that. Not that it matters, Okay. Let's trade, bro. Yeah, I'm not scared of your computer programming or your code. So what to do? So his idea, obviously, with this move is to play bishop takes f5, knight takes f5. So I don't want to let him have that. Alright, so I think I'm just going to castle, I think. Just keep it simple. He's going to castle too. Sorry, I keep saying he. It's an it. This is an engine, a computer. Okay, so what am I going to play here? One nice thing is I could really consider just taking all the trades right now and try to get into an endgame again. That's really where your best chances lie, is in a boring endgame. It's not very fun to say, but it's the truth. Okay, so normally in the London system I'd go knight to b, knight b to d2, but obviously that would drop a piece. So maybe knight to a3 to c2 is a better try. I don't really like that. I don't want to. I want to have knight b to d2 so I could support e4. I'm gonna trade everything. Okay, this is really boring and like, yeah. Not very yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? Not very enterprising. I'm not really trying to prove an edge in my opening, but it's simple and it trades a lot of pieces, so I guess that's good for a lot of reasons. Okay, so he's going queen to f5. That's actually a really good move. Very interesting move. I think the computer doesn't want to allow me. Oh my gosh, the failed English. I think the computer doesn't want to allow me to play e4. That's the only reason I see queen to f5 being played. It's probably a good move too, right? Not letting me get e4 and some sort of counterplay. It's kind of funny. The move that I really want to play here is queen to b1, right? That's such a cowardly move, Whatever happened to fighting chess, right? I think this is a good move, right? Because if he doesn't trade queens, I get e4 in. Ooh, I don't know. I think maybe the computer should have traded queens. Not that it matters. The computer can really play whatever it wants. The chances of beating this thing are so low, but I don't know. I think after getting e4 in, I'm becoming a bit more optimistic. Ooh, I don't know, man. I think the computer is kind of flirting with death a little bit. Because now I get e5, I get a good anti-computer strategy, and that's getting a blocked center. I have a bit more space, which is much nicer for the human player, right? Us humans like to have more space. Computers don't have feelings, so it really doesn't matter to them. But humans like to have a bit more space to work with, so that's going in my favor too. Um, okay, but, yeah, this is obviously a very equal position, so I don't want to make it sound like it's brilliant, but, okay, I'm really liking this position. So my idea is to play knight to f1 and maybe play knight to e3 or knight to g3, depending on the situation. This is a very bad piece, right? It's sort of stepping on this other knight's toes, so to say. So I think I'm going to play knight to f1. I think this is a good move. Black only has two pieces in the vicinity of my king, so I don't think I'm going to be falling for any checkmating attacks like the last game. Okay, b6, that's a very good move to see for a lot of reasons. First of all, the computer doesn't see anything better than playing that, which confirms that this position is really boring, which we want. We want a very dry position. And I think I'm going to trade knights. This isn't necessarily brilliant, but I think it's a good idea. I'm going to play this. If he takes, I recapture. Ah, okay. How cheeky, right? Putting the other knight to f5. It sort of makes me want to play knight to h4, right? Just to attempt to trade pieces. Okay, this is really good. This is actually a really good position to have against the computer because more space, blocked center, reduced material, potential for rook endgames, which would be really nice. Double rook endgames are very, very drawish, and I've seen a lot of games where people play this computer and get into double rook endgames and hold a draw without much difficulty. So, and again, in the endgame, that's where it usually begins to go a bit, that's where it makes its dubious moves, is typically in the endgame. This is probably a really bad move, but another thing that Black is preparing is c5, of course. Decisions. Ooh, what about queen to d1? Which seems like a strange move, but my idea is after knight to f5. Ah, it didn't do it. Okay, cool. My idea was that after knight to f5, I was going to play knight to h4. And I think that forces at least an exchange of knights. Okay, so now it's playing rook to c8. Okay, it's wanting to get c5 in. Understandably. Alright. Okay, let's play rook to c1. We're preparing to meet c5. Oh! Oh! Okay, don't get excited. Okay. Oh, b4, right? Come on. Now Black isn't going to get c5 in. Oh, don't tell me this is counterplay. No way. Right? Come on, a3. We're going to have the exchange on b4. Oh, this is dream. Dream position against the computer. Oh, okay. My confidence in getting at least a draw has gone way up. Come on. All right, let's shuffle a bit. Yeah. Oh, this is so good. Okay, we're gonna double. Oh, and it's closed it down. Oh, the hype is so real. Okay. Don't panic. Don't be stupid. Don't spoil this. This is like dream position against the computer. Okay, what I want to do is reroute my knight into c5. Knight d2, or I'm not knight to d2. Excuse me. Knight to e1 to d3 to c5 would be brilliant. Okay, the only fear is Black's playing knight to c8 to b6 to c4, but I don't think that is that big of a deal. Okay, make sure I'm not blundering anything. Let's play this. Okay, we have the trade of queens. Even better. I'm not going to get checkmated necessarily. Okay. Just breathe, man. Just breathe. Don't be stupid. And it's going to be okay. I just need to defend this pawn. Okay, he's threatening knight to d4. I saw this coming. But I thought I could just play knight to d3, defend my rook, and now I could get knight to c5. Right? Oh, the excitement is so real. Okay, right? Just making sure this isn't a blunder. It looks like it's okay, so I'm going to play it. My time is looking brilliant. And, okay, this is going to be really sad, but I'm just going to shuffle. Because I don't think the computer has any play. Okay, H4. See, this computer will try everything to get some sort of play going. Let's cover E3, actually. H4, G4. Okay, okay. Just breathe. It's okay. It's just happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Alright, if it ever tries H4, I'm going to play G4 and lock it down. Oh, we might actually hold a draw here. Unbelievable. My first time recording, playing this thing, and we might actually get a draw. Maybe, if we're lucky. Okay. I can't play F3 because I need to be able to play G4 and control G3 at some point. Okay, just keep shuffling. It's probably going to double. Okay, now, oh, now it's playing H4. And now I can play G4, right? Right? Oh, please don't screw up. Don't miscalculate this. It's very scary. F5 and stuff. Oh, it can't play F5. E6, of course. Okay. Okay, okay. It's getting that F4 square potentially, but I can play... Oh, don't screw this up. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Come on. King to F2. Knight to F4. Rook somewhere. Okay, I think knight to D3 is the way to go. Knight to D3. H3. Takes. Rook there. It's a bit scary. Okay, it should be alright, though. Okay, it's letting me get my, king to F2, which is potentially good. Don't tell me I just did something stupid. I can go here, right? Oh, don't fall for a mate. That's looking really close to mating nets, but, I think it's okay. Okay, it's taking. It's taking. I could take with this rook. I'm so scared, man. It's so easy to screw this up. Okay, it's going there. Oh, that's actually really good to see, because now the knight can't go there, which is what I was fearing. Okay, now I could go rook here, right? And after the doubling, I go rook to H2. Oh, please don't tell me I'm screwing this up. I would scream, man. I would really scream. No. No. No way. You're gotta be kidding me. No way. Don't tell me that's winning. Don't even. No way. Oh, the pain. Really? Really? Oh my. You've got to be kidding me. That's winning material. Everything loses material. Oh my gosh, the dream position against the computer, and we spoil it to this? Oh, I want to cry. Really? Oh, rook takes H4, knight takes E2, check. Knight takes F4, G takes F4, check, and anywhere I move my king, I lose a rook. Are you serious? Rook D2, he takes on D3, and I can't recapture because of this rook. Everything loses material. Are you... Unless I'm just blind, right? Am I blind? Is there any way to get out of this? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No. I'm down to 30 seconds. Takes on E2 with check. I go here. I'm down the exchange. Yeah, I could just take with the pawn. Shoot. I just want to cry. Can I get F4 in? It plays H... I'm going down. Rook to H3. GG. There's no hope. There's no hope. And now it just... Everything collapses, and that's game over. I have to resign. Oh, my gosh. That's the life against Computer4-IMPOSSIBLE. I'm sure many of you are aware of the hell this thing brings, this rating, this beast, whatever you want to call this thing. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed those games. Yeah, maybe I'll play more against the computer in the future. I do like playing against it. I think it's good training. And if you haven't, make sure to check out chess.com and play this bloody machine for yourself. It is beatable. It is. You could definitely draw against it. Even scrubs like me can beat it, but it's really hard, man. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright. Peace.